AP of the day 17? 18. I think we're actually on 18 now. Really ridiculously simple one here today. But basically still on the theme of, hey, I want Corsair armor and I haven't done enough work. Would you believe the three most contemporary Living World releases, that being All or Nothing, Starter Guide Us, and Long Live the Lich, I don't have the metas done for any of them. So, plenty to do there. I think I'm quite close on All or Nothing, to be honest, but only because I've been super into the... well, actually, that release was a bit short. Anyway, look, so I'm starting at the oldest of them. That's Corner. And you saw me recently do the Hidden Inquest Lab. Well, for this, very easy one. It's called Dances with Choya. And the description is to show the Choya who's boss. So I thought this would be really basic. I remembered very clearly that there was an event in the north of the map in which we have some Choya dancing around a rock, and a nearby Asura is interested in conducting research on them, and you need to dance with them, sort of learn how they operate linguistically, which is a big theme of the Choya's story, by the way, which was really fun to play with on the Stellaris mod I'm making, where essentially I didn't have to deal with how they communicate at all, because the idea is they're just so uninterpretable. Anyway, so that's the idea of the event. I didn't really know about the achievement associated with it, though, because I've done the event multiple times. What I was most concerned with the prospect with was that you had to complete the event perfectly. It was essentially like a Simon Says kind of thing, where you see what move they're doing, and then you copy it, and then you get like a little ding noise, and then you copy it again. It's a strange event, though, in that I don't actually think it can fail, can it? You just kind of dance with them for a bit, and dance as much as you can, and then they leave. In any case, you're not actually going to see I even complete the damn thing on this episode, because it turns out for the achievement, it relates to none of that. And so what I presumed would be very simple, I actually end up looking on the wiki for. As always, wiki very good for these kinds of things. And you'll see the actual solution to getting the achievement. And it's a bit bizarre, actually, in that it's almost not related to the event at all. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. This really isn't a long one. In the meantime, the footage you're watching is I'm actually just struggling to remember where the Choya are. I've obviously got Karmic Retribution going, so as I find these hyena, I'm not scared to kill them. It's excellent karma just killing random fauna in these maps, especially as of Sandswept Isles. And I'm trying to unlock as much cultural stuff as possible at the moment, so... That's why I took a second, but here we go. So here's the Choya. We find them, and immediately I think, all right, well, I'll just dance. There you go. It's kind of during the event, right? I mean, I haven't technically spoken to the Asura and gone a step further, but they're dancing around it. Isn't this showing them who's boss? But nothing dings at this point, so I realize, oh, I've got to, look it up. And you literally just saw me looking it up there. And apparently the solution is to dance on the rock in the middle, which cinematically I adore. I think it looks so beautiful, and it makes me remember the tech they've got that means if your feet are at two different elevations, they don't clip or float. They both actually realistically stand at the separate elevations. But I still don't get the ding, making me think, all right, I'll trigger the achievement, the dance fully. And then, what is it? I need to just get on top, because right now we're in a Choya tonic, and we can't use traditional emotes right now. I'll give it a shot, though. So I get on the rock again. I try and dance. It doesn't quite work. So I use the skill 5, which is kind of a dance. I mouse over the skills to see if any of them say dance. They don't. So I actually drop out of the form, and thus the event altogether, really. And finally dance, and now it works. So hats off to whoever it was that figured this out initially. I actually think that there's quite a few hoops to jump through on this. But ultimately, a very simple thing to execute. Easy part of the mastery. And I found myself one step closer to my Corsair gear for this release. So I'll see you next time.